you are looking for a fun movie night to Coco to help celebrate Dia De Los Muertos, or just to have fun with the movie night, then you're in the right place, because tonight I have for you tamales, non-alcoholic margaritas for the kids, of course, and a beautiful sugar skull sugar cookie that I can't wait to show you the recipes for, and a beautiful craft that I do with my kids as well. So stay tuned. I can't wait to show you all of that and how to do it today on my channel. Hey, what's up guys? It's Bethany here with Mommy's Movie Magic, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I do movie theme nights with dinner, drinks, snacks, crafts, all of that's family friendly. Every single week, every Friday, I come out with a new movie with themed food and drinks, all that go along with the movie that we're watching. So make sure that if you like that, you want to hit the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss a movie night that I come out with every single week. Also, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and like this video, because it really does help me, and let me know that you guys like this stuff and really want me to continue making these for you in the future. This week we did Coco, and it probably is one of Disney's most underrated films. It doesn't get the credit it deserves. I love this movie. Anything that has to do with family really tugs at my heartstrings, so this movie really just does it for me. Outside of The Little Mermaid, it probably is one of my absolute favorite movies, which I just did Little Mermaid a couple weeks ago. I'll include that for you guys up here for you to click on if you want to go over and see that movie. But this was so fun to do. I did a recipe that I've never done before. I just had so much fun with the kids tonight with it. It was just wonderful. So let's get into it. I'll show you guys exactly what to expect tonight and the menu and all of that fun, so let's get into it. So our menu for tonight, I made Abuelitas Tamales, chips and salsa, and we made margaritas, which actually were non-alcoholic because I made it for the kids. This is a family-friendly movie night that we did. But if you want to add rum to it, which is actually what my husband and I did, go right ahead and do it. And then we made a sugar cookie that looks exactly like a sugar skull, and it turned out way cuter than I expected. So I can't wait to show that to you guys. So let's get started with our recipes. Okay, to get ready for our tamales, we're gonna get started with this giant bag of corn husks. We're gonna take about 30 to 40 of them out and put them in a large bowl. We're gonna leave them under hot water for about 30 minutes so they soften up. And I went ahead and already whipped up our shortening with 2 tablespoons of chicken broth until it was nice and whipped. About 3 to 5 minutes did the trick for that. And then I have my 4 cups of masa harina, and I put in my salt, cumin, and baking powder, and mixed it up until everything was mixed. Then we're gonna mix our mixture in with our shortening mixture until it's all mixed together. And then we're gonna slowly pour in our chicken broth until it reaches a consistency of about creamy peanut butter, and then it's perfect. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our tamale. So we're gonna get about a 1/4 cup of the masa harina, the dough mixture, and we're gonna put it in the middle of our corn husk towards the top. And what you wanna do is you wanna spread it out just like this. It can be a little hard because it sticks. But you want to get it as spread out as you can so you can stick the filling in next. And you want to take about a tablespoon or 2 of your filling, whatever you're using. Here I used a mixture of chicken, pico de gallo, and a little bit of cumin, and some cheddar cheese. And then we're going to fold it like a pamphlet. One side, other side, and fold the bottom up to meet that, and you're ready to go. And then we're gonna stick them in and steam them somehow. I used my Instant Pot to steam them. It took about 25 minutes with a 10-minute release on that, but you guys can use a steamer on your stovetop and it'll work just the same. It's whatever your preference is. For our sugar skull sugar cookie, I started with this pre-packaged of sugar cookie mix. And why I chose this is just was easier. I just picked it up at the grocery store in the refrigerated aisle, and it just makes your life easier. So go ahead and pick one up when you're there, or feel free to make your own if you like a specific recipe that you have. So I went ahead and I tore it off in little pieces to make it easier to squish, and I moved it around to kind of create a skull shape. And as I kind of made the bottom and used my hand to kind of flatten it and squish it around as we went, as you can see kind of the bottom of the skull and the top. Then I used my hand to kind of mush in the edges to make it a little bit smoother, just so it looked a little bit cleaner when it came out of the oven. And then we went ahead and put our sugar cookie in for about 15 minutes at 350. When it comes out of the oven, it's golden brown. Now we're gonna get the cream cheese icing ready. We have 8 ounces of cream cheese mixed in with a 1/3 cup of sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're gonna just beat that with a beater. I used a hand mixer until it was nice and creamy and mixed together. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our mixture on top of our cookie once it has cooled. You need to make sure that your cookie has cooled before you put this icing on. Otherwise, the icing will just melt everywhere and it won't be pretty. So just make sure that it's nice and cooled. So you just wanna spread it around all the way to the edges so that you fill up most of the skull. And now to my favorite part. I started with some pre-cut strawberries and limes, peaches, blueberries, oranges, and raspberries. And we're gonna use all of these to decorate our cookie. So I put the limes in the center for eyeballs, and I started around it with some blueberries just to kind of fill in some space. As I just went, I just kind of let my imagination go on what I thought it should look like. And it just came together. Look how awesome this face is looking. It's so vibrant and fun, just like Dia De Los Muertos. All right, everybody, so we're getting ready to make our drink here. And Miss Olivia and Alex are gonna help me again with our drink this week. This week we are making non-alcoholic margaritas. This recipe I got from jamiegeller.com, which I'll include in the description bar down below if you guys want the original recipe, but we're gonna go ahead and make it right now with you guys. So we're gonna start off.
Can I do that one?
You can do the first one. This is 1 cup of orange juice. We're gonna, good girl.
Whoa.
Good job.
That's
Now we're gonna put in a 1/3 cup of fresh squeezed lime
the
juice.
lemonade sound like rain falling down.
It did sound like rain, huh?
And this one does too.
Good job.
Now can I do the sugar?
Yeah, we're gonna put in a cup of sugar. Miss Olivia's got here.
In this one.
Yeah, last time we made our Italian ice for Lady in the Tramp. I'll include that up here and in the description bar down below if you guys want to go check that one out too. All right, and the last thing is we're going to put in 3 cups of ice. So Alex is going to go ahead and do that. Good. Woohoo! All right, good job. Wait, we're gonna put that back on here. Wait, let me push it on first. Okay, go ahead, press power. And number 1. All right, so that's done.
Yeah, really
All right, and we got our little margarita glasses going. And we're gonna go ahead.
I want to taste it.
Woo.
That looks kind of like the Italian ice, but it's not.
Easy peasy. What do you think, girls?
I want to try it right now.
For our craft, the girls got to help me select what they wanted to do, and they really wanted to have their face painted like sugar skulls. So I didn't have face paint available, so I actually did the next best thing, which I used the makeup kit that I had. It had a ton of different colors, including white, which I was able to kind of just lighten their faces before doing the makeup part. So we found just some pictures to go off of, and we made their faces look like sugar skulls. We used pink and teal because those are 2 of their favorite colors that were easy to put on, and they were ecstatic with it. They were so happy, they did not even want to take it off at night to go to bed. Okay, so all the recipes and stuff that I showed you tonight were obviously just what worked for my family. What works for my family is not going to work for everybody. My suggestions for you guys are to make everything your own. I like to provide all the stuff for you guys to make it easy so you can just recreate it and make the recipes and be done with it. So you don't have to scour the internet to find everything that you're looking for to create a movie night that's themed and fun like this. So I do all of the work for you. But if you want to make a different recipe that has Mexican influence to it, do it. Make your tamales a little bit different. Heck, my favorite suggestion to tell you guys is to order out. Go find a restaurant that makes tamales and bring them to your house. For busy parents and working parents, it makes things so much easier when you don't have to make it all yourself. Tamales were not exactly time consuming, but they did take a little bit of effort to make them from scratch. So if it's something that you don't have time for, don't. And you can create an amazing movie night by just ordering out and having all the themes that you want at home. If you have any suggestions on things that you've done, I love hearing from you guys. So please, if you've done my movie nights, if you've done this movie in particular, let me know what you did down in the comments. What dinner did you make? What crafts did you make? I love hearing about that stuff. And the more options that we can give families to do movie nights like this and make them more fun for people, the better. So please leave those in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. Alright, that's it from me here on Mommy's Movie Magic. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's movie as much as we did. As you could tell, my kids had a blast, and so did we. I love Coco, I love this movie night, and I hope that you did too. Make sure to leave me a comment down below, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my page if you like it. It really does help me to create these movie nights and keep doing them for you guys. So if you liked them, make sure to hit that down below. And also, I have Pinterest, Instagram, all of that in the description bar down below if you're more interested in all of that. And the recipes and everything are also on my blog. So until next time, I will see you guys next week with a brand new movie with themed food, dinner, drink, snacks, and crafts. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next week.